UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has met with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing and calling for a, quote, more sophisticated relationship between their countries. It's the first trip to China by a British leader in 8 years. Let's bring in our China correspondent Minmin Low on really the tone that was struck from Keir Starmer heading to China.
Yeah, it's pretty positive. He brought with him a match ball from the recent Premier League match between Arsenal and Man U. He gave that as a gift to President Xi. And we know the British Prime Minister is a fan of Arsenal, but President Xi is a fan of the rival. So is that reflective of the relationship? I think Keir Starmer is really there to change that, because he's been, one of his first remarks after he arrived was to talk to the delegation that accompanied him. He spoke at the lobby of his hotel and he said they are making history because he's really trying to change this relationship. He has talked about how the Tory government really brought about an ice age between UK and China, and he has been facing a lot of pushback from UK's China hawks, right? And he is still pushing with this two-pronged approach. On the one hand, acknowledging the national security threats that China poses, but on the other hand, really wanting to improve economic ties with China, especially against this backdrop where UK is experiencing high inflation and a shrinking economy.
In terms of outcomes, what are some concrete things that are expected?
So no deals has been announced yet, but we are still waiting for concrete details. We'll be looking out for size and scope. Analysts are saying that any deal will likely fall short of a comprehensive free trade agreement, because that will likely, provoke some sort of response or retaliation from President Trump. But we could see maybe piecemeal or company-to-company agreements. We know that the top power company in the UK is expected to enter into a strategic partnership with a Chinese power company, and this is a very major foray into a sector that for a long time has been tightly regulated. And Keir Starmer brought with him 60 people representing sectors from financial services, medical, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, looking for greater market access in China. And of course, there's the other bucket, which is the geopolitics. There's Taiwan, Ukraine, human rights, Jimmy Lai. These are the areas where we are less likely to see forward progress.